Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into Grant Sabatier's Financial Freedom, a modern wealth guide. If you've ever felt that, the standard retirement path just seems way too long, or maybe you just want more control over your life now, well, this one's definitely for you. And look, this isn't just another book telling you to cut coupons. It's a pretty radical guide, really, building serious wealth, escaping that 9 to 5 grind, and basically living life completely on your own terms. So, our mission today: pull out the most important insights, the practical stuff, to help you understand how financial independence, FI, might be achievable way sooner than you think. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sabatier really frames it as, well, two things. A mindset shift, a big one, but also a practical roadmap. It challenges a lot of those common ideas we have about work, money, retirement, all of it.
Okay, let's start right there then. Financial freedom. For most people, that sounds like, I don't know, winning the lottery, retiring super early to a beach somewhere. How does he change that view?
He really redefines it, actually. It's less about not working and more about having real choices. True wealth, in his view, is like a mix of money, sure, but also time and the freedom to actually design your life how you want it. And the crucial first step, maybe the most important, you have to figure out your own definition of a rich life. Because it's different for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Without that target, you're just kind of wandering.
Right, so it's personal, not just some number everyone chases. And you mentioned time. Sabatier really emphasizes time, doesn't he? How does he want us to think about that differently?
Yeah, what's fascinating here is he pushes you to think about spending not just in dollars, but in hours of your life. So you figure out your real hourly wage, factoring in commuting, stress, all that stuff. Then every time you think about buying something, you ask, how many hours of my life did this actually cost me?
Wow, yeah.
That gadget, that meal out, it's a direct trade-off for your time. And his point is, you can earn more money, you can lose it, get it back, but time just keeps moving forward. It's finite. It's probably our most valuable asset, really.
That definitely puts spending in a different light, doesn't it? Thinking in life hours instead of cash. So, okay, if time is the key currency, how do we get more financial freedom? Sabatier's approach seems, well, it goes beyond just being frugal, right? He talks a lot about income.
Oh, absolutely. That's central to his whole philosophy.
Yeah.
Look, budgeting, cutting expenses, that's useful, definitely has its place. But here's the thing he points out. There's a limit to how much you can save. You can only cut back so far.
Yeah.
But earning, there's practically no upper limit to how much you can potentially earn. So he puts a huge priority on boosting your income streams aggressively. We're talking asking for big raises, promotions, yes, but also building side hustles, freelancing, maybe starting a small business or something scalable. The core idea is simple. Every extra dollar you earn, especially early on, dramatically speeds up that journey to FI.
Right, it's leverage. Earn more, have more fuel for the fire.
Okay, so you're making more money, you're valuing your time. Where does that extra cash actually go? Sabatier doesn't want it just sitting there, I assume. Definitely not. He's a massive advocate for saving and investing, especially early and aggressively, because he understands just the incredible power of compound growth. Your money starts making money for you.
The snowball effect.
Exactly, like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster. He shows how even small amounts invested in your 20s, maybe your 30s, can become huge sums by traditional retirement age. So yeah, he pushes for really aggressive saving rates, sometimes 50% or even more of your income if you can swing it, particularly in those early high-earning years.
50%. Wow. That's ambitious.
It is. And he even has this thing called the 5X rule. Basically, he says every dollar you save and invest today, it's potentially worth $5, maybe more, down the line, thanks to compounding.
That really highlights the urgency, the time value.
Right.
But, okay, 50%, that sounds pretty intense. Does he offer ways for people who, maybe can't hit that number right away, or acknowledge the sacrifices?
Oh, for sure. He knows it's a big stretch for a lot of people.
Right.
But he frames it as a conscious choice. His point is, even if 50% isn't doable right now, aim for the highest percentage you can manage. Then focus like crazy on increasing the income side. That combination, even if it's not 50% saving, will still massively cut down your timeline to FI. It's about prioritizing that future freedom over maybe some immediate wants.
Okay, so it's about finding your maximum possible rate and pushing the income lever hard. Makes sense. But investing itself, it can feel really complicated, maybe even scary for newcomers. What's Sabatier's advice there? Does he have a simple strategy?
Yeah, he really tries to cut through the noise and complexity. His advice is strongly, don't overcomplicate it. focus on the basics. Low-cost index funds,
Mm.
the ones that track the whole market like an S&P 500 or a total stock market fund.
Right, broad diversification.
Exactly. You get instant diversification. Then combine that with dollar cost averaging.
Just investing the same amount regularly, right?
Yep. Put in a set amount every month or every paycheck. You buy more shares when prices are low, fewer when they're high. It averages at your purchase price over time. And always, always keep an eye on minimizing fees and taxes. They can really eat into your returns. Now, he does mention things like real estate or starting a business can build wealth too, but for simplicity and accessibility, especially starting out, he really favors those low-cost stock market index funds.
Keep it simple, keep it consistent. Got it. And he also mentioned income streams earlier. Plural. He seems to think relying on just one job is risky.
Absolutely critical. He sees relying on just one paycheck as a major vulnerability in today's world.
Yeah.
So he really stresses the need to build additional income streams beyond the day job. Could be anything, really. An online side project, freelancing, using your skills, dividend income from your investments, maybe cash flow from a rental property.
Mm-hmm.
The benefits are huge. The more income streams you have, the faster you reach FI, obviously, but maybe just as important, you're way safer if you lose your main job or face some other kind of setback. It builds resilience.
Yeah, a safety net built from multiple sources. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've covered earning more, investing smart. What about spending? Is this all about, extreme deprivation, living on rice and beans?
No, not necessarily. That's a common misunderstanding about FIRE sometimes. Sabatier talks about spending intentionally. It's not about depriving yourself of everything. It's about being really conscious and deliberate about where your money goes.
Like making sure it aligns with your values.
Exactly. You spend generously on the things you truly value, the stuff that actually contributes to that rich life you defined earlier.
Yeah.
And then you cut back ruthlessly on the things that don't matter to you, the stuff you buy out of habit or obligation that doesn't really add value. When you do that, he argues, you create a rich life by design, not just by accident. And bonus, you usually end up saving more because you're not wasting money on things you don't truly care about.
So it's mindful spending, not just mindless cutting. And all these ideas, valuing time, boosting income, investing, intentional spending, they all feed into what he calls the financial freedom mindset.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of the umbrella concept, holding it all together. The core of that mindset is, don't just chase money for money's sake. Use it as a tool to build the life you actually want. It means staying motivated, maybe by visualizing that date you hit FI, definitely by tracking your net worth and seeing the progress, celebrating the small wins. And crucially, it involves being willing to question, well, pretty much everything. All those societal norms about working till 65, what retirement means, how much stuff we need. It's about constantly rethinking your relationship with money and work.
It really does sound like a fundamental shift in thinking. Okay, so for someone listening right now, feeling maybe inspired or even a bit overwhelmed, what are the concrete first steps Sabatier suggests? Like, what can you do tomorrow?
Right. He breaks it down into actionable steps, which is super helpful.
Hmm.
Okay, first, calculate your FI number. Figure out how much you actually need invested to live off the returns, making work optional.
Got it. Know the target.
Second, start tracking. Track your net worth. Track all your income streams. You need to know where you are. Third, cut the unnecessary spending, the stuff that doesn't align with your values, and automate your savings. Make it happen automatically.
Set it and forget it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Fourth, aggressively increase your income. Use those strategies we talked about, raises, side hustles, whatever works for you. Fifth, invest consistently. Low-cost index funds, dollar cost averaging. Keep it simple. Keep it regular.
Okay.
Sixth, actively build those multiple income streams. Don't rely on just one source. Think diversification for income, too. And finally, step 7, revisit and adjust. Your goals might change. Life happens. This isn't a one-time plan. It's something you adapt over time. His core message, really, is that this whole financial freedom thing, it's achievable much, much faster than most people dare to believe. Sometimes, 5-10 years is possible. If you're really focused on earning more, saving hard, and investing smart. The goal isn't just the money, remember. It's the freedom it buys you. The freedom to live life truly on your own terms.
It really is about designing that life, isn't it? Not just accepting the default path. So we've covered redefining wealth around choices and time, the huge emphasis on income growth, smart, simple investing, building multiple income streams for security, spending intentionally on what matters, all wrapped up in that powerful FI mindset. It's definitely a compelling case for taking control.
It really is. And maybe this raises an important question for everyone listening. If financial freedom truly is about having those choices, about living life the way you want, What societal norms, what assumptions about work or money or retirement are you willing to question today to get more of that freedom sooner?